Anthony, my goodness, I guess I can't be surprised because this is Anthony that we're talking about. One day he's hot, the next day he's cold. It's like one day he's standing up for himself, the next day he's giving in to whatever Shayla's selling him. Like, if I was him, I would have been like, give this baby a remote. He'll be fine. Give Kai the remote. Shayla said Amber spent $75K of your money on the furniture store, but Shayla forgot to mention that she's the one that really pushed Amber to spend that amount of money. But outside of that, she's talking about you spent $20K on the wedding ring. As it pertains to the wedding ring, that's something that she will wear for the rest of her life. That's something that every time she looks at it, she remembers the commitment that she made between her and Anthony. So that's something that it makes sense to a certain extent. I guess it depends on what you value as it pertains to wedding rings and how much you out to spend on those types of things. But a birthday party, something that Kai himself wouldn't remember, something that Kai himself wouldn't even enjoy. I can't really hope too much for this Anthony character because one day he's hot, the next day he's cold. But I would hope that he starts to see that laying with Shayla was the dumbest decision that he could have ever made. Because look at her. This is what she feels like you ought to do with money. Don't get me wrong, you should spend money. At the end of the day, that's what money is meant for. But this is what the mother of your child feels like is beneficial for Kai. Instead of for her to use the money to invest it into his future, she's wasting it on stupid things like this. But if Shayla had even just 1% of common sense, she should have used the money that Anthony gave her to invest it in her own life. Invest it so that if things go left between her and Anthony, she's still good. She still has something with her name. Especially since Anthony is now with Amber, I don't think Amber is gonna allow this $15K to happen or even allow him to waste so much money on Shayla. Yes, your son, but Shayla is a grown woman that doesn't need to be taken care of like that. So because Shayla has no type of wisdom, no type of common sense, she doesn't see that the money that Anthony constantly gives her, maybe she should have used it to invest it in her future and invest it in Kai's future. She spent every single dollar this man has given her, and it's gonna come back to bite her in the back. Now, I wonder how long that would take because Anthony is just allowing her to move him to and fro. It couldn't be me. I would have searched around the house and she would have wondered, what are you doing? What are you looking for? I would have told her, I'm looking for the remote control because that's all Kai needs at this stage of his life. And I would have wrapped the gift, if you want to be sentimental, I would have wrapped the remote control and gave it to her and would have been like, here you go. We can give this to Kai on his birthday. That's all he needs right now. Thank you for watching.